And the team that will be heading to Denver, Colorado is the Rogers State Hillcats. We have their head coach, Andrea Vaughn, student athletes, Andrea Morales and Alexis Watson. Coach, your opening thoughts of today's game.
Well, honestly, I'm speechless at what just happened today. We've been talking about this since the fall. We've been speaking this over this team since August, since they first showed up on campus. And we've kept that out in front of them as a vision for this program, knowing that we had everything that it takes to get there. The other thing too, I just woke up this morning just thinking, man, I mean, how hard it is to do what we just did. You see all the glory and all the lights and all the fun and celebration, but it's the grind day in and day out, and then staying hooked up day in and day out, staying committed to the things outside of this game, the grind of practices. That's what I think about whenever we're out there celebrating, that they worked hard for this. It did not come easy, and they stayed committed to the process, and it's pretty surreal, and I'm just so proud of them.
Coach, you had a kind of a crucial call there at second base on the stolen base attempt. They say it's safe. I'm sure your emotions are total opposite than they are right now as you're heading to the third base coaching box, and then Watson's home run, I'm sure, just kind of flipped the switch on your emotions.
For sure, and emotions run high. I mean, every play is a big play, especially when you got a team like UCO, and you don't want to give them any window of opportunity because you know what kind of gritty team they are. And so, yeah, I was riding high on emotions in that moment. But again, it just speaks to the way our team answers back. KK, Michaela Bowman coming up with the big hit, and then of course Lexi coming in clutch. But that's what this team does. Backs against the wall, they never give in. They know their identity as fighters, and that's what they did today.
Two more questions before I turn it over to these guys for some questions. 7 different players with hits, 3 multi-hit performance. Coach, your team was 4 of 5 in the leadoff role, getting on base. Your team was 17 for 23 on advancement opportunities. Really an all-out effort.
Yeah, it was pretty remarkable to watch. But they did exactly what we told them that they needed to do. To put the foot on the gas early, to play with such determination that no door is left open, to be so fierce at the plate, and hit the ball hard. Hit the ball hard early in the count, and they stuck with that game plan. They had the adrenaline going, and they felt good, and I mean, they put up the runs, and it was awesome to watch.
And whether you call them ingredients or puzzle pieces, you're trying to get those pieces together to get to the national championship, and you've been able to do that, taking an RSU team further than any of your prior teams. What has been that ingredient that you've been able to tell from this group?
Well, I told them since the fall, this is the best team as a whole that has come through RSU. We have all the pieces. We have speed, we have power all throughout the lineup. We've got really great pitching in the circle. You saw our defense today. We've just got all the pieces, and it's just it coming together at the right time. We pray that it's all working and clicking at the right time postseason. I can't say that I mean, we're playing our best softball right now. We're right where we want to be heading to Denver.
Alexis, you always seem to come through in the big moment. Last weekend with the game-winning home run, what proved to be in the decisive game, and then today, what were you thinking? Going into that at bat in the second inning before you got on?
Honestly, I was trying not to think about anything because when I overthink, it gets the best of me. But honestly, I was just trying to hit something hard, and I knew from yesterday she kept on giving me swing and missing on the changeup, so I knew the second pitch was going to be a changeup. So make sure to keep my head down and hit the ball as hard as I could.
Can you describe the feeling of running the bases compared to last Saturday compared to today?
I was basically sprinting. So happy. I don't think everybody knows I'm very cool, calm, and I take my time, but it's just something about these past 2 weeks. It's just, I'm really happy, very excited, and it's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling.
Andre, can you kind of describe the feeling of that final ground ball that ended up being the final out? Just what was going through your mind?
I mean, tons of emotions running through my mind. So many scenarios could have happened on that one last play. Nicole just getting out and getting that out at second. I mean, right when I knew she had it, I was like, okay, we're going to Denver. So it was a pretty surreal moment at that time.
Coach, the hunger that this team has shown, and it seemed like even when there was 9 runs in the second, it was 9-1. It seemed like that the hunger was just amplified. Like we wanted more and more and more, and everybody's play approach was like it was a tie ball game. It's special to watch, and it's one thing I know that you guys talk about that, but it's just special to see it sustained throughout the course of an entire year.
It is really special to watch, and just maintaining that foot on the gas like we've been talking about. We're not letting up until the final out. The determination that you saw today, I just hope we can ride that momentum. I think, anything is a go, and there's no telling what this team is going to do. In my mind, they're the best team in the nation. So I just pray that we can ride that momentum and keep that adrenaline going and get that national championship.
For the players, what does it mean to be on the team that goes to the school's first national championship in softball?
I mean, it's crazy. This is exactly what I came back for. Man, I took this 5th year with this goal in mind, just to start from the fall and just to see everything work out. It's surreal. I'm glad I came back.
It's something that, at least for me, I know everybody else thinks it's something that we wanted since we were kids. Like watching the World Series for B1 and all that. We wanted to be in that moment, and like Dre said, we came back for this. We wanted to do, after last year, we was upset about last year's results, so we wanted to go out with an even better bang than what we came into.
Coach, both of these players here certainly contributed well today. I want to ask you about one other player, Jalen Gibson, not just today, but yesterday, but 3 for 3 today, a couple RBIs, and a couple of big defensive plays for you too.
Jalen is a force to be reckoned with over there at third base. We've seen her make those plays day in and day out for us. She showed why she, has been a 4-year starter for us. She's just a great defensive player. She's also a very good hitter. I spoke a little bit about her last night, and she's been a little bit, not in a slump, but just not herself mentally, struggling a little bit, which is normal with this game. And just really hoping that these players can press through those hard times of adversity and press through those times whenever they're struggling mentally. Try to stay in a positive state of mind and in a positive headspace, and that's what she has done. And look at what she did for our team today. So I'm really proud of her.
Coach, you've won a national championship as a player. You won a state championship as a coach. Was there any of the same feelings of that big stage coming into today as you had like in the past as a coach or a player?
I mean, yes, it's the most scary but most exhilarating feeling you could ever experience. I was talking with my assistants today, just saying, our players have to feel good going into this game. You hope that they feel good, because I was a nervous wreck. Because there's so much out of your control, and all you can do is try to prepare them the best that you can, pray for them, and let them go play. And create an environment where they can be free and play without fear and go play how God designed them to play. And so that's what we've been speaking over this team. But it's the most awesome feeling. It's pretty exhilarating.
Any more questions? Coach, congrats and best of luck on your business trip to Denver.
Thank you so much.